What up? It's Roger from the MaskedGorilla podcast.
Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 20K before 2020.
Wow. Thank you. Today we got a rare episode.
Super rare.
We're here with Belis.
Yes, hi.
Because it's Belis, it's not Belis.
Bitch.
Bitch. Yes.
Yes.
Belis, you just moved to Los Angeles.
I did. It's my 12th day out here.
Wow. Rare.
Crazy.
I saw you put up a picture on your Instagram, and your couch was upside down. What's happening there? Have you got it right side up yet?
Yes. The instructions had me putting it like together upside down. And when it got to the part where I was supposed to flip it over, I couldn't do it. I couldn't lift it by myself.
And where's that couch from?
Wayfair?
Wayfair.
I'm mad at Wayfair. Yeah.
I actually got a bunch of Wayfair furniture for this office and sent it all back.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't really work out.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my couch wasn't working for a few hours either.
And then someone had to come over and flip it over for you?
Yes.
Because you just moved from North Carolina?
Yes.
And you are 19 years old?
Yes.
Wow.
Crazy. That's what my mom said.
So, what was it like growing up in North Carolina?
I don't know. It's North Carolina. There's not a whole lot to say about it. It's some cows, humidity. It's not that much.
Because where in North Carolina are you from?
Charlotte.
And that's a city, I think, right?
Yes.
And it's like not near the coast or anything?
No, it's closer to South Carolina, like border.
Oh, yikes.
I don't like South Carolina.
No, fuck South Carolina.
Yeah, that's even more boring than North Carolina.
So, you have any siblings growing up? Like, what was it like?
No, not until like recently. I have like 2 stepsisters and a half sister that I don't see. She lives in like Ohio or something. I don't know. But my 2 stepsisters are in college, so like I didn't even get to see them a lot. It was mostly just me.
So what was life like growing up? Like, what were your parents doing in North Carolina?
My mom works in property management, and her boyfriend's a realtor, so they just do their shit. I don't know. I have to get into it.
Sounds like a dream team.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love my mom. She's super supportive of me doing all this crazy shit, and it's really cool to me.
So growing up, pretty much an only child, living with your mom. What was it like in school? Like, what was school like for you?
I was good in school up until like high school, and then I just stopped going. I had friends and shit, but I didn't care. I didn't care to go. And so I stopped going to public school. I did online school, and I graduated from taking online classes.
So what grade was that when you left?
Freshman year, like sophomore year.
So you did like 3 years of online schooling?
Yeah.
At home on the computer?
Yep.
Was that boring?
No, because it gave me like more time to like hang out with my actual friends and make music ultimately. So like I enjoyed it a lot.
How old were you when you started making music?
I'd always been just fucking around with instruments from like the age of like 15-ish is when I got a guitar. I don't know, me and my like neighborhood friends would always just come to my house and like work on shitty projects. They were awful, like absolute shit. I had no idea what I was doing.
Like what kind of projects?
Like lo-fi type, like weird, I don't even know how to explain it. Like some singy shit that I don't do anymore.
Like that chill lo-fi type YouTube stuff. So what was inspiring that at the time? Like, what were you listening to that's where you went with it?
I don't know. I was listening to like a lot of like rock music and like alternative music, and like it really just like was based off like what me and my friends had the ability to do at the time. So like we just went with it. I don't know.
So like what bands are we saying here?
In that time period I listened to a lot of like Home Shake, Tame Impala, the Beatles, like a lot of randomly grouped together playlists that all had the same kind of like happy vibe, sad lyrics, blah blah blah. Like it was a bunch of bullshit. The
Beatles, breaking news, a bunch of bullshit.
Okay, not what I meant.
So 15, 16, you're getting homeschooled to buy a computer. You're making lo-fi music with your friends.
Yep.
What changed? What happened?
I moved in with my mom moved in with her boyfriend, and for a while we still had the townhouse that I was living in. And she would just go like stay over there with her boyfriend, but then eventually like I moved in with them, like into that house that they were in. And like my friends stopped hitting me up, and like I was done with school, and like I don't know, I was just kind of like by myself a lot. Like my mom was working, like I had like 3 friends. So like I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. I wasn't really like following like what anyone else was doing because there was no one else around me for a while. Yeah.
Is your mom's boyfriend chill?
Yeah.
Is he a chill guy?
Yeah.
Because you hear a lot of stories, and I've had some people on this podcast. They're like, yeah, my dad, he moved in with his girlfriend. I hate her. And then that, but it seems like it was a pretty stable environment for you.
Yeah, no, I love them. They're cool. And my stepsisters are pretty cool too. Wasn't bad.
So if you don't mind me asking, what's the story with your dad?
He's just like not been involved a lot. So I don't have much to say. It's just not. Yeah.
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 Fuck it. Exactly. On a more positive note.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is kind of, I don't know. Is it positive that you somehow dwindled down to 3 friends?
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Probably. I feel like I needed to be by myself for a while to like get my shit together and figure out what I was actually doing. I was working like shit jobs in the meantime. I worked at some Italian restaurant and bar for a while, and then I totally switched it up, and then I was working at a body shop, like working on cars.
Wow.
For like 5 months, 6 months.
What were you doing on the cars?
I don't know how to someone would like acid wash them, and then I would have to like grind them out and then like sand the shit, you know, like the whole 9. Wow. The whole 9. It was the most random job.
Are these like 9 to 5 since you're home and you're not in school, or are they weekend jobs?
They were just like work as much as you can. My mom pushed me to work a lot. Like I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to go to college. Like I already knew that like I wasn't going to go. So it was just, you know, get a job, work, get a job, like keep working, like get your money, whatever. And I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. So I was doing random shit. And
Italian restaurant. Oh, the body shop.
Yep. And then Gap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get like a crazy employee discount?
Yeah, it was like 50%.
You know what? I fuck with Gap.
Gap's not bad.
Let's be real. The Gap is the shit.
Working there sucked though.
Oh, I bet. It fucking looks like it's a shit show.
Oh yes, it was.
Whenever you walk into a Gap, which I haven't been to in quite some time, I'm going to be honest with you,
Yeah.
but whenever you do walk in, clothes are everywhere. Customers aren't folding it and putting it back.
Hell no. Hell no.
But that classic Gap hoodie,
Yeah, that's fire.
that's like on the same level as like Supreme.
Oh yeah.
It's like Gap hoodie, Supreme box logo. Yeah, iconic.
Definitely classics.
Yeah. So after Gap, was there any other jobs?
I quit Gap and I was working at Gap when I first met Lil Aaron. And
So how old are you now?
I'm 19.
No, I mean like when you quit Gap, how old are you?
19.
Oh, this is recent.
Yeah. This
So,
was like beginning of the year. Recently.
By this point, your music has changed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How would you describe your music?
Right now?
Well, like after the lo-fi, what did it go to next when you're like 17?
It was still lo-fi at 17. It only changed like last year. It got more like rap influenced, and then I just decided to do my own shit. I don't even know what you would classify it as now.
So what led to the rap influence?
I don't know. I like rap music. I started to be around a lot of people that were rapping and not like on some singing shit, and so I don't know. I was just like, yeah, I could do that, but better. And then I did, and now I'm here, and they're not.
You're on the MaskedGorilla podcast.
Yeah.
Major look.
Rare.
Big move.
Rare.
Because North Carolina has a really cool scene right now.
Yes.
So who are some of the other artists, as you're kind of coming into your own as a rapper, who are some other artists from North Carolina?
Some artists I like from North Carolina, 10 Cell Phones, J Storm, Fonzo Rex, Nascarallo, there's a ton of them. Like, I can name like 30 people. There's a shit ton. It's actually like a much larger scene than people think it is, but only like 5% of it gets like covered. Like,
right.
You only see a certain like display of the Charlotte scene.
It's like you, 10 Cell Phones, NASCAR. And is 10 Cell Phones still in North Carolina, or is he in LA at this point?
I think he's still in North Carolina. I don't know.
Is there any drama between you, NASCAR, the people who made it out to LA, and the people who are still back in North Carolina?
I don't know. I feel like there's some people who just get mad when, like, I mean, we're all with each other, like, we're all at the same shows, like, doing the same shit, working for the same goal, and then, like, somebody achieves the goal before you do, and then you get mad. Like, it's reasonable envy, I feel like, but I mean, I don't know anyone who has like super harsh feelings towards that, because like, how could you?
Right. And along with the North Carolina scene, you're also a part of a crew.
I am.
Called Nyla World.
Neela World.
Neela World.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
What's the story there?
Very specific on my names.
Yes.
Okay. It was December, like end of December, and I had like mutual friends that were already in the group, and they were just like, "Hey, do you want to get added in?" And I was like, "Are you kidding?" I was like, "What? Like, what do you guys do?" I was like, "What is this? What do I have to do?" And they're like, "You just have to keep doing what you're doing." I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it." And now they're like my brothers, so like my closest friends that I have. It's really crazy. We go on trips together, like we try to meet up. They're all in New York City right now. Unfortunately, I could not make it, but I see them as much as I can they go crazy.
So how many members are there?
23.
I was gonna ask you to
22?
name them off, but
No, it's
I'm
a
not gonna
lot.
ask you to name off 23.
That's a lot. It's a lot of people.
Who's like the founder?
I mean, FBK, Faded Black Kid, he put it together, but he does not like to claim that he founded it. He keeps himself on a pretty like even level as the rest of us, which is cool. But he got all that shit together for sure.
Yeah, because that's how you get into drama.
Right.
Of like, oh, who really started this shit? Trust me,
Right.
you don't gotta ask me about that. I've seen it happen to my closest friends. So you're working at Gap.
Yep.
You meet Lil Aaron.
It was weird. I posted some weird Twitter like Triller thing that I saw everybody doing Trillers. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just eat some Twizzlers in my bed and make a Triller. Like, I'm doing not shit right now. You know, I just gotten home from fucking working at Gap. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna make a video for this song. The song's good. And that was Hysterical Glamour. And Aaron saw it and followed me off of it and DM'd me. And then, like, 1 month later, I was in LA. And it changed so much. Like,
Because
so much.
So everyone knows Lil Aaron.
Yeah.
But for people who don't know, Lil Aaron does more than just sing and rap.
Yeah.
There's other things.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of those other things?
He's a crazy songwriter.
Right. Also, Lil Aaron is sitting behind the camera right now, by the way. I just want to be really transparent with everybody.
I was just going to look over like, yeah. He kind of like, I don't know the word for this, but he kind of like scouted me out basically and like had me meet like his whole team, and it was really, really cool. And I signed with them. And
So his whole team, meaning, who's his team?
well, it's the Prescription song team.
Right.
And they do like distribution, recording agreements, whatever. And I really like all of them. So I was like, you know what? Fuck Gap. I'm gonna work with these people.
So Lil Aaron flies you out.
Mm-hmm.
That must be crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of like scary at first because I was like, I'm going to meet these like two random guys. Like, what? I've never been to LA before.
You're a young girl on the internet.
Yeah.
Was your mom like, hold on a second?
She was kind of hesitant about it, but like at the time I had never heard anything like bad or like shady about like Aaron, so I was like, okay, he's got to be like credible. Like, why won't I do this?
And then you show your mom a photo of Lil Aaron, and she's like, hold on a second, this man looks insane. No, she's like, this is a very well respectable person, here's articles about him.
Yeah, definitely.
And she was like, go out to LA.
Yeah, that's actually how it happened. Yeah. she tries to stay pretty updated with all of this underground shit, music shit. So I guess she didn't see a problem with it because I went.
Is she gonna watch this podcast?
Yes.
Shout out your mom.
Yep. Shout out Kristen. I love you, Kristen. Miss that lady. She's great.
Kristen, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 20K by 2020 and every subscriber counts. All right. So I think that's the first time that I saw you or heard of you is when you came out to LA for the first time.
Really?
And you're in the studio with Lil Aaron.
Yep.
And you guys make a Triller or TikTok or whatever the fuck it is to one of your songs, and like you're wearing one of his like long shirts or something, right?
Yeah, it was just a regular video. I just took a regular video of us. I was like dancing on the table we made so many songs that first trip.
But did that video incite some drama online?
Did it?
I thought there was some beef. Some people got mad.
Who got mad?
It doesn't matter. I thought this was something, maybe I just facilitated this in my own head.
I don't think anyone got mad. Somebody called me like a industry plant.
Right. Okay.
Are you talking
Right.
about that?
Yeah. Someone called you an industry plant.
Yeah. Someone called me industry plant, and then I didn't even have to. All I said, I quoted the tweet, and I was like, "Shut up." And then like my Twitter followers like attacked him, and he DM'd me and apologized, and I was like, "Fuck it, bro. Like I don't care."
What is an industry plant?
I don't know.
Me either.
Like I don't know.
It's like you were making music in North Carolina.
Yep.
Someone from the industry, Lil Aaron, saw it.
Yep.
Said, "Hey, I want to help out."
Yep.
Seems like a pretty classic music industry story to me.
Yeah, I don't feel like that qualifies me to be an industry plant.
Right.
I don't. Yeah.
Me either. Because that's literally not what an industry plant is.
Right.
So, but you, as a woman in music, do you feel like you're up against more than a random guy who's making music? Do you have to represent more than yourself? Do you feel there's competition between other women?
Personally, I don't feel like there's competition between me and anybody, but people on social media, anytime like a new female artist pops up, they automatically compare it to another female artist, and they like to pin people against each other. But I don't give in to any of that shit. That's stupid.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of weird. Some people don't take you as seriously being a female in the underground, and it's kind of a little more difficult to get your point across sometimes. But personally, right now, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job doing what I'm doing. So
yeah,
I don't know.
And it's fucking 2019.
Yeah.
Come on. What the fuck?
People gotta be inclusive.
It's a bunch of bullshit out there.
Yeah, just a bunch of bullshit.
But so you're killing it. You're in LA. Aaron flies you out.
Yep.
You're deleting songs from your SoundCloud.
Oh no.
What's up with your SoundCloud?
I delete everything. I delete a lot of shit. I just had a lot of songs that just like weren't mixed, or they were just shit. They
were more in your old style,
yeah.
Some of them.
I just deleted them all. And I get so many comments like, put that song back up. And I'm like, no. Like, if I don't like something, I'm not gonna give it to the world.
Right.
I don't see a point.
Because right now you only have 5 songs uploaded.
Yes.
And they're only on SoundCloud.
Yep.
They're not on Spotify.
Yep.
And they're not on Apple Music.
Nope.
Why?
I guess I'm just kind of waiting until I feel like I have enough of a following like built up on SoundCloud that I like need to take it to other places. I don't really feel a rush to put all my songs out on Apple Music or Spotify yet. So I don't know. A lot of people get mad about that though.
I'm, one of those people. I'm a little bit mad.
Right.
Listen, I'm the SoundCloud guy.
Sure.
Some might call me a SoundCloud pioneer. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it. But listen, Spotify, the interface.
Yeah. Oh no, I love Spotify. I use it personally, but like I'm just waiting. All right.
So, you signed to Hasheart, which is publishing. Is it both? We don't know what it is. It's publishing and distribution? P&D?
Well, Hasheart is like under RX, no?
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Right.
It's all the same. It's all the same. But Hasheart is like Aaron's like branch of it, I guess. So
how has life changed since you started rocking that Hasheart chain? Bars.
Yeah, that's a bar. You should rap.
I think you should actually maybe put that in one of your future songs. Life changed ever since I started that, and then you can give me like a point on the record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it because I need the money.
I don't know. A lot of shit's just been like, it's like been like a snowball effect kind of timeline. It's just like one thing and then one thing and then another thing and then another thing happens and then some more shit happens and then it's a lot of changes, definitely, for sure. And moving out to LA was probably the biggest change, though. It still feels like I don't live here. I feel like I'm supposed to like go home in like a week or something, but like I am home.
Like, oh wait, when's my return flight?
Right.
It's like, I don't have one.
It hasn't set in yet.
I have an apartment here.
Yeah.
And an upside down couch.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay now. All right. My couch is fine.
So what was that move like from North Carolina? Did you hop in a car with all your belongings, or?
Honestly, I left a ton of shit at my mom's house, like a ton of crap. I just brought some clothes, my laptop, some shoes, all my shoes. Actually, I brought all my shoes, and I brought like 2 check bags and like carry-on personal item, and I just whatever I could get in the bags came with me, and I just went. I signed my lease for my apartment like 3 days before I moved. And it was everything's been super fast paced. Like,
did you see the place before you signed the lease?
Yeah.
Like you saw it on the previous trip to LA.
Yeah.
And, wow.
I went on an apartment search, and it was actually the first one that I liked, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna apply for this. And everyone on the team was telling me like, you should apply for more apartments. Like, why did you choose the first one you looked at? And I was like, I liked it. Like, I'm gonna get it. And now I'm here.
So you come here with 2 bags or 3?
4.
4 bags.
Yep.
Pretty much starting fresh.
Yeah.
What have these first few weeks been like besides furniture shopping on Wayfair.com?
I spent a lot of like just like figuring out like where I am and like the environment like around me. There's no good Chinese food out here.
I'm from New York.
None.
Chinese food, pizza, bagels.
None.
Trash.
I don't know what to do. It's really, it makes me want to go back to North Carolina. I was just like, where's the good Chinese food?
I feel like there's got to be a spot because there's like a bagel spot that I found like, oh wow, this is like pretty close to New York. And there's like a handful of pizza places I like, you know what, this is pretty good. There's got to be a Chinese spot that like people from the East Coast like.
I haven't found one yet. I haven't found it.
If anyone's watching this podcast and lives in Los Angeles and...
Please tell me where the Chinese food is.
But your input is invalid if you were born and raised in Los Angeles. Yeah. We need a transplant.
Yeah, I need an East Coast person to let me know. Oh, yeah, so that sucks. I can't find good Chinese food. I've been like walking to the grocery store like a bunch of times because I keep like forgetting shit that I need that I'm like used to having around like at my mom's house, and like I'm like, shit, I need to go buy this, and then I go buy that, and then I forget something else and I have to go back. It's just been a lot of getting my house in order so far. Yeah,
that's the hardest part about a first apartment is you never even realize all the shit that your parents have accumulated over the past like 20 years. And then you move into an apartment and you wake up the first morning and you're like, wait, I don't have cups.
My mattress didn't come for like the first 2 nights I was out here. And I literally slept on the floor.
Wow.
It was shit. I literally slept on the floor.
Or it's like, wait, I didn't buy a bath towel for the shower. And now I'm getting out of the shower and my floor's all wet. It's like all those little things that you don't even think about.
Well, I bought bath towels. I was fine on the towels.
Smart.
But I made pasta yesterday.
You didn't have a strainer.
I didn't have a strainer.
Damn it, the worst.
And I had to use like one of those like slotted spoons and like carefully like pour out the water. That must have been a long process. It took way too long. I was not having it.
So are you like cooking a lot at home? You ordering out Postmates?
I use Uber Eats a lot, but that adds up to a lot of money over time.
Seriously.
But I like cooking, so that's okay.
And what are some of your favorite things to cook?
Pasta. Yeah. That's it.
Because you worked at an Italian restaurant.
No, it's just like pasta. fuck that Italian restaurant.
So, your music's going crazy on SoundCloud. Hysterical Glamour has 300,000 plays. It just hit it today?
Yes, today.
It was sitting at 299 for a minute.
I was like watching it last night. It needed like 10 more plays, and I was like, okay, is it gonna hit it right now, or am I gonna fall asleep? And now it's at like 302K plays, and I was like, fuck, I missed it. Like,
God damn it. I fell asleep.
Yeah, but that's cool. When I made that song, I didn't ever think that... Wait, no, it's Lemonade that's at 300K.
Lemonade.
Come on.
Aaron's
Shit.
behind the camera like, come on, Roger,
Like,
do better research. Lemonade hit 300K.
Yes.
Hysterical Glamour is doing great as well.
Yeah, it's my second biggest song.
Is that the one you have a video for?
Yes.
Great video, by the way. Shockingly good.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Sunset video too?
Maybe I'm thinking of the Sunset video. Am I thinking of the Sunset video?
Are you talking about like the really cinematic one?
Yeah.
That's the Sunset video.
It's the Sunset. God damn it.
You gotta do better research.
The Hysterical Glamour one is like Lil Aaron's in that video.
Yeah.
And like you're in like a grocery store.
The fun, like fast paced.
The Sunset video.
That one is that's a whole movie.
That was nuts. Who shot that video?
Timmy Shawley and Kellen Stadler. They're my good friends in Charlotte. They went crazy. They went absolutely crazy.
Because, you know, typically when I stumble upon a new artist, they might not even have music videos. If they have music videos, they're like, they're cool, they're whatever. But that one's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What's happening here? Why does she have the most highly produced video I've ever seen in my life?
It was really fun making that video. Yeah, that was crazy. That was like a no budget music video either. Like they did it for free.
Because
like,
you were still at the Gap.
No, that was before I started working at Gap. That was like December, November, somewhere around there. They did it for free. We were just using shit that like we already had, and they snapped.
Shout out to them.
Yeah,
they killed it.
Crazy. That video is crazy.
So the videos are crazy. The songs are going crazy. A big part of your story, though, is that earlier this year, you were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Yes. That was another big change that I had to, I'm still having to adjust to. When they told me that, like, it's possible that I have MS, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, am I gonna die? I was freaking out.
Wait, so, like, how'd that come about?
It's a weird story. Like, a year and a half ago, maybe like a year and 8 months, the left side of my face went into paralysis. And, it's kind of still in paralysis. But the doctors just wrote it off as like some weird shit and like didn't even bring up the fact that it could be MS that caused that. And then in December/January of this year, my left leg went into paralysis and I couldn't feel it. And I was like, okay, this is consistent, like something's wrong. My leg felt like my face, and I couldn't feel either of them. And I was like, all right, I need to go to the neurologist. And they're like, yeah, you probably have MS. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't anyone tell me that last year? Like, why didn't anyone think about that? Like, I could have known, like, before this. But I don't know. That was hard on my mom and I we were panicking. We were in panic mode for sure, because we really didn't know a lot about it, and it was just like going to like the hospital and doctor's offices to like get tests done and like MRIs on my brain and my spine, and I was scared out of my fucking mind. I was like, I had no idea what was going on, and I didn't know how that would affect my life. Honestly, I didn't know like what was gonna happen, and I had to go to the hospital to get like steroid IVs for like 3 days, and so the paralysis in my leg like dissipated. It's fine now, but we didn't do the same thing for my face because we didn't know I had MS, so my face is still like semi-paralyzed.
So for people who don't know, MS is a rare disease.
Yeah, it's not common.
It's not common. I did a little bit of research. Okay. I'm not a doctor, but I think the internet says there's under 200,000 new diagnoses a year, which is small.
That's not a lot of people.
What's the percentage of young people who get it? It's even smaller, right?
Yeah, it's even smaller. Most people don't know if they have it until the age of like 40, 45, 50. So it's kind of crazy that I found out at 19 years old. And I was just like, what the fuck? My mind was just...
Yeah, did you go down the dark hole of like WebMD and...
Oh, yeah. Oh,
a spiral.
Absolutely. I was like, my whole body's gonna go paralyzed. Like, I'm gonna be blind. Like, I'm gonna be in a wheelchair. I was just freaking the fuck out. I was like, what? Like, what do I do to prevent this? Like, I don't deserve this. Blah 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 blah. It was depressing, to be honest. Like, I was sad for a while, and that sucked. I got over that though, around like May-ish, but for a while that was just a big, like, that was the only focus point like of my everyday life. It was just like doctor's appointments, tests, like, when am I gonna feel better type shit.
So what are they saying? What's the future hold for you?
So I take medication. I have to take some stupid big pill twice a day, like once in the morning, once at night. And it brings my immune system like down to a average functioning level, like where yours works at. Because before I was on the medication, mine overworked itself and then attacked my brain and spine. And that caused paralysis and like a whole ton of other shit. But the medication brings it down to an average level, so then I won't experience like any more episodes, hopefully. So hopefully no more paralysis.
Wow. I mean, fucking holy shit.
That's a lot.
I mean, you're stronger than me or fucking anyone I know for having to deal with this at 18, 19 years old.
Yeah, that was...
wow.
That was some shit. That's another reason why I found myself like to be by myself all the time. I wasn't going out of the house. Like, I had huge like confidence issues because I didn't look the same. Like, this whole side of my face didn't move at all. I could only move this side. I couldn't smile. I never smiled for pictures. I still don't ever smile for pictures. I didn't ever want to go to parties. I didn't want to go out with friends. I didn't want to go to dinner. I wasn't doing shit. Like, I was just mad at the world for a while. And, that definitely plays a huge part in, like, everything I'm doing.
So you said you kind of started handling it better in March of this year.
Yeah.
what was the catalyst? What kind of got you to that point where you felt like you could leave your apartment and you could be around people?
After we found out that I did have MS and it was like written down on paper, they're like, yeah, you have it. I kind of had to just accept it and like move on in a way, because like if I would have sat there and dwelled on it, like I wouldn't have gotten shit done. So I had to be like, all right, Bryce, like wake up, let's go do some shit. And I started trying to be more consistent with my music, and that was when I made Hysterical Glamour and Lemonade. And my engineer in Charlotte, Jay Stacks, he was one of the people that I had in my life that would like always motivate me and like try to boost my confidence. I didn't go out a lot, but like I would always go to his studio, and that was like the first place that I ever felt comfortable like recording. And we were just making fun songs, and Hysterical Glamour and Lemonade came out of that, and I posted it on Twitter, and everyone was like boosting the fuck out of it. And then all this.
So when you recorded those songs, your voice was audibly different.
There has definitely been a change in the way that I've had to record things. It wasn't like an instant kind of change. It wasn't like, it wasn't instant. It was more like a gradual type of thing. It was just me learning how to deal with like impediments that I have. And obviously like I can talk, like I never fucking went mute or anything, but the left side of my face feels different every day. So it was kind of like every day I had to learn like a new way of like coping with that, I guess. And I would have to like talk a little differently some days and like sing a little differently some days. And then I finally found like that tone that just worked every day. And I started going with that. I don't know if any of that makes sense. I always feel super crazy when I'm talking about it out loud, because like I don't know anyone who's ever had their face paralyzed. So like,
did you go to speech therapy at all?
No.
Were you scared to put those songs out since they sounded so? You're quoted as saying that your music is almost in your own language now. Belis, is that how you say it? Belis.
Yep.
Were you nervous to put those songs out? Because it sounds like you're from another country or Europe or something, and you're singing in an accent.
I mean, I guess I don't really hear it though, because I'm so used to hearing my voice. And I wasn't nervous. I thought the songs were great, so I was like, yeah, I want to put these out as soon as possible. And I mean, like, obviously I knew that some of the people like wouldn't be able to understand the words or gonna like ask about it or like whatever, but that just draws more people to it, I think. So I wasn't really worried about it.
Is that something that you like pay some attention to, where it's this terrible disease,
right,
but your music sounds really good? Like, do you feel like you have a need to kind of, maybe since it's part of who you are, do you feel like you need to be like an advocate for people with MS? And,
I am.
Right.
I am. Just because, like, when I first found out that I had it, I didn't know anyone else who had it. And so, like, I want to be vocal about it and be like, hey, like, I have this. Like, if any of you do too, like, I want you to talk to me about it, because I know that's a tough as hell thing to get through. So I don't want anyone else to feel like that. And I go to, like, the MS walks that they do, like the 3Ks, whatever. You go walk around the fucking park, whatever. Not really my thing, but I still go. I'll get all my friends out there and we'll go. I've FaceTimed like random people's moms that like DM me on Instagram like, hey, my mom wants to FaceTime you. Like, she has MS. She wants to talk to you. Like, she read your interviews. Like, she's got some stuff to say. And it's so cool. Like, I mean, like, obviously I don't want to be in this position, but I am definitely, like, gonna speak up about it.
And that's interesting. That's something I didn't really think about before, is that the people with MS typically are older.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, your fans who are teenagers,
right.
They're dealing with it, you're dealing with it, you're talking to them. It's like their parents in some cases.
Yeah,
that's heavy.
It's so weird. And their parents will be like, it's so crazy that you're so young and you're doing all this shit and you're like, you're dealing with this. Like, I didn't know how to deal with it, like, at my age when I found out. And I'm like, thanks. Like, it actually helps when people tell me stuff like that, because some days it's like, am I actually doing a good job, or like, am I not dealing with this like how I should be? But when I have like people's random parents that are like proud of me, it's nice. It's nice.
I mean, you're handling it, I don't know how, you're handling it in a magnificent way with a lot of strength and a lot of poise.
I've been working on it. Thank you.
It's wild.
It is.
So you're working on new music because you only have 5 songs on SoundCloud. What's going on now? You live in LA. You live close to Lil Aaron.
You do.
You're probably in the studio all the time. What's happening with the music?
Dropping a song Friday.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to drop like an EP soon. I don't know how soon, but I feel like that'd be fun. I feel like it's like about time that I drop more than a single. But I do have a lot of singles that I would like to put out before that, so I don't know. I don't have like a timeline on when I would want to do that, but that is something I want to do. I like being in the studio. I don't like recording at home or anything. I had to set up like a shit setup in North Carolina, and I hate doing that. I'd rather be in a studio, so I'm gonna just work every day until I have some more shit to put out. Big plan.
You recently collaborated with Snot.
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
Well, where do I start with that story? I don't know. That's
Is there a story behind it?
Yeah, it was really random. Cause like we did that song in person, and like I had just met him because of Marvy A.
Right.
Shout
out Marvy.
Shout out
Legend.
Marvy A. I was in Marvy's studio, and they're like, yeah, Snot's coming. I was like, cool. And I like his music, so I was hyped that we might do a song together if he liked mine. But the song was great, even though I got so much hate for it. Oh my god.
Hate? See,
yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
All of his followers just hated me. They went on the SoundCloud like post and just tried to like destroy me in the comments. I was like,
oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was weird. They're like, get this girl off this song, like she ruined it. I'm like, I don't, like, all right. But then he actually ended up deleting it because he didn't like his part.
I didn't know any of this before I led into this question.
Right.
Snot has a history of deleting everything that he uploads onto the internet.
Which is fair, because I do too.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting that.
Does it make you weary of collaborating with people in the future?
No.
You got any collabs coming up with anyone else?
I'm working on 2 songs with Father right now.
Wow. Yes.
I'm so excited. So excited. It was like the same day. I texted him. I was like, hey, I have this song I want you to get on. And then he sent me an open 2. And so now we have 2 songs.
So have you guys met yet, or it's like over the internet?
No, there's people in Nila World that are like close with him, so they were just telling me like a few months ago, like, hey, just DM him, like he'll DM you back. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, sure, we'll try that. And then we were supposed to like link. I was gonna go to his studio, like his home studio, like one of the times I had come out to LA before I moved here. And then I was just like too exhausted, so I haven't met him yet, but he seems really cool and his music's good, so I'm cool with it. Other collabs, I don't know yet.
So you work a lot with artists over the internet, but when you're making your own songs, what's your recording process like?
I don't know. I'll go through beats. My email's fucking full all the time. If I find one that I like or like kind of like, I'll like loop the whole thing, and I will sit there with my laptop and I'll write out the whole entire song before I record, and then I'll record it.
So are you like, okay, you got a beat on, are you like humming along to it, like like putting it together, or it's like lyrics are going down right away?
It depends. It could go either way. I mean, there's days where like everything is just like flowing like super great, and it's like I hear the beat and I can hear like all the words that I want on it, if that makes sense. And then like there's some days where I just have to sit there and like think of things that rhyme with things, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like I don't know about this. But then when I get like that, I have Aaron in the studio with me, and I'm like, hey, what rhymes with this word? And he's like, this word. I'm like, cool.
So post signing and meeting Aaron, what's the recording process like now? You're in these nice studios, you got someone like Aaron. Are there more people in the studios? What's happening?
I have not been to the studio. I've been like twice since I moved here because Aaron's been sick and I've been tired from moving, and then like schedules just don't align. But yeah, there's usually some other people in the studio, but they kind of stay out of my way. It's kind of like not in like a mean way. They just like they'll stay in the other room until I'm like not recording, whatever.
Who are some of your favorite producers to work with right now?
Charlie Shuffler, Chris Surreal, Kalari, Mix Matches. I really, really, really want to work with Kelbender. You know him?
Yes, I was just with him today.
Really?
Yes.
I would make a whole project with him. Like,
I'll put in a good word for you.
I've talked to him. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it happen. No, he goes crazy. I don't know. That's kind of like, I kind of stick to like my producer collective as much as I can, because I try to like work as a team with them, because we all have like the same like end goals type of shit. But I don't know. I don't have like a lot of favorites other than that. Some like there's like a handful of other producers that'll like send me something, and like one of the beats will be like perfect for me and I'll use it. But those are my favorites, yeah.
What do you think the next year holds for you? Where do you see yourself in 12 months?
12 months, that's a long time. But I know, like I have this like weird feeling in my stomach that it's gonna go by like super fast. Because like from May until now, it feels like it's been like 3 weeks. So I already know that it's gonna be really crazy. I'm doing the Pigeons and Planes show in New York City on August 15th with Snot.
Oh, sick.
And like that's my first show in New York City. So I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be crazy.
Because you've done a lot of shows in North Carolina.
Yeah, and that's it.
You haven't done one in LA yet.
Nope.
What's your live set like for people who haven't seen it? Because I saw some video, I saw some pictures of your farewell show in North Carolina, and it looked crazy. You were wearing an Elton John suit.
Oh yeah, it's like Elton John meets David Bowie meets Elvis meets like Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfit.
Wow. Yes.
That's how someone described it to me, so that's what I'm going with. Yeah. I don't know. That was a really high energy show. Like that's the best performance I ever had. 'Cause performing with MS, like I get tired, like fatigued instantly, just like standing up there, like let alone like dancing or like jumping the fuck around like normal people would. Like I can't do that all the time. So like up until that last show in Charlotte, like I was such a boring performer because like I literally like my body just like couldn't do it. I couldn't handle that. So I was like trying my best, you know, whatever. But like I just kind of pushed through that last show and I kept myself super hydrated and I was like, okay, we're doing it.
Because from the video I saw, the stage presence was next level. You were running around, jumping around all over the place, commanding that stage.
I was tired. I actually like half passed out after that.
Wow.
Like right when that was done, I had like people try to take pictures with me and I literally just went to the back room and I laid on the ground. And so I had to get someone to give me water. Like I was like about to just like knock out. Like it takes a lot out of me. Like regular ass things take a lot out of me.
So how long was that set?
It was literally like 12 songs, 10 songs.
So it was like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
What precautions do you take in the future to...
Water. All I drink is water. I don't drink soda or anything. I like juice, like apple juice, orange juice. That's cool. But like, like water, I just have to fucking stay hydrated. That's really it. It's mostly like a mental thing. Like if I can just tell myself to push through it and like I see how everyone else is reacting to that, like I'll just do it. I don't know.
You know what you should do? You should make your own custom merch and like it's like the water backpacks.
Oh man.
And then you can just sip on that on stage all set long.
I don't think that would match my crazy tassel outfit.
You can make it tasseled up, rhinestones. Come on.
Okay. We'll have to I'll have to think about that.
A lot of fans wanted to know what the tattoos are about. I'm reading them right now. That one looks pretty new.
Yeah, this one is pretty new. I got it like a week, 2 weeks ago.
It says, "Be without fear in the face of your enemies." Can you like put that? There we go.
There you go. That's from that's a quote from Kingdom of Heaven. But it was sampled in a Mac Miller song off his tape Faces. And that's like my favorite mixtape of all time. So I got that tattooed on me because like it's not like literal. It's not like I actually have like enemies because I don't. It's more like figuratively speaking, like don't be scared of anything that comes your way because you can do whatever you want. Yeah, deep. Yes. Real deep.
What do we got on the inside of the arm?
Oh, this. I don't know if... Yeah, they're not... Yeah, fuck it. My mom drew this.
Oh, wow.
And she got this same tattoo when she turned 18. So then when I turned 18, I got it too.
That's sick.
Yeah, we have matching tattoos.
Wow. Amazing. Yeah. We got a couple on the outside of the arm.
Yeah. I got the star. Star is just kind of my thing. I like stars. Yeah. Dona nobis pacem means grant us peace in Latin.
Oh, wow.
And then I got a bottle.
That's it.
Wine bottle with some rose flower thing in it.
And is there something on your shoulder?
I got I got one right there. And then I have like a phoenix right here.
Wow.
That shit hurt.
That's sick.
That hurt.
Because that's on your bone.
Straight on the bone. So it was like right here and right here though. All of my tattoos that I've gotten have hurt.
That's why I don't have any.
Yeah, no, but this one, I was like laying back on the table, and it felt like they were literally just cutting me open like a horror movie scene. I was like, whoa, like, this hurts fucking bad, dude. But I don't know. It only took like 15 minutes to do it, so I was like, okay.
And you were just like gritting your teeth through it.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I had my headphones in. I was like, when the fuck is this gonna be over?
Was it worth the pain?
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
Sick. We're getting near the end of this interview.
Yep.
Here's a question.
Sure.
What advice would you have for other young people trying to live out their dreams?
Make sure that you're in a stable enough headspace to pursue what you want to do. And if you're not in the headspace to do what you want to do, you need to like take the steps to get there before you put everything into something like music or like anything art related, basically. I think like it's really important to keep your mental health like keep yourself sane.
Yeah.
Because like these are like really busy careers that people are trying to have, and a lot of people, like even some people back in North Carolina that I know, like I feel like they wouldn't be prepared for a lot of the shit that you actually have to do with these type of careers. And I don't think people like understand that as much as like the creative part of it. So I don't know. Definitely be yourself. Don't try to follow trends, because that never gets you anywhere good for more than a month.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, be yourself.
So a similar question. There's going to be people watching this interview and they don't have MS, but there's something else going on in their life. You've been really resilient in the face of adversity.
Sure.
Do you have any advice for young kids going through their own adversity, how to stay strong and make it through to the other side?
I don't know. That was like, it took me a while to figure out the answer to that question, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Like at the same time, I find like at least one person that you can talk to that understands, like, or at least like semi understands what you're going through. Because if you just keep all that, like all those like thoughts and like all the confusion like bottled up, like you're not going to be able to progress from that. So I don't know, just keep trying.
Yes.
Keep going.
Very good advice.
I try.
So we got the EP coming this year.
Possible, yes.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more than an EP. We got so much left of the year.
Oh yeah.
Music
well,
videos.
Like halfway through.
Yeah, but that's like an end. That's like an eternity.
Right.
You got the show in New York. Is there anything else coming up this year?
I don't know. My plans are like a week by week basis right now. I don't really know any further than that. I don't know. You'll have to just wait and find out, because I'm waiting to find out too.
Yes.
I don't know yet.
Well, hell yeah. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. Trying to hit 20K by 2020. Let's go.